Welcome to match week 5 of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership match between Auckland Football and Southern United. Interesting match we've got here. Top of the table Auckland against bottom of the table Southern United. Well, it will be a very exciting match to watch today as we kick off for today. Referee in the middle today is Sarah Jones, and today before kick-off we'll be observing a minute's silence for the lately departed Diego Maradona. Weather conditions here at Madills Farm isn't the most pleasant, just a bit of a showery day, hopefully easing up as the match goes on, but we'll make an interesting playing surface here which is quite hard underfoot but quite greasy on top, so it'll be interesting to see how each team takes advantage of that today. As the captain's meet in the middle, we've got Rose Morton, captain of Southern United, and Liz Anton, captain of Auckland Football. Both teams will be looking to get back onto winning ways. Auckland falling short to Northern Lights last week 4-1 away, whereas Southern United unfortunately haven't been able to pick up the point that eludes them. But as the season's gone on, they have been getting better and better. So it'll be a really interesting match to see how both teams come out and play today. A number of injuries for both sides as well, which makes the interesting pick of the squad depth as well. So across the ISPS Handa Women's and Men's Premierships this week, we will be observing a minute's silence for the departed Diego Maradona, arguably one of the greats of the game to have ever played. And today lining up for Auckland Football with Alfeld in goal, a back four of Strachan, Philpott, Anton, Takeda, and a midfield three. Today we have Cleverly, Jewell and O'Brien, and leading the line is Cunningham Lee with Collins and Hiranaro supporting on the wings. And for Southern United we have Curry in goal with a back four of Power, Mackay Wright, Kennard and Guildford, with Whittaker, Morton and Fraser making up the midfield, with Morrison leading the line with Bacon and Morrell as the two wingers. So today we have, starting off the match, Auckland Football playing from the right hand side to our left, with Southern going from the left to the right. So all to play for here as Auckland look to cement the lead at the top of the league today, with Northern Lights and Canterbury United Pride both playing today to see who can come top of the league. Auckland football just happily to keep possession across the back line today. Something that we'll expect to see, a long searching ball down the wing. Fraser on the ball, back to Power. Auckland looking to press quite high here. It's something that they've done previously in their last few matches as well. Curry on the ball, looking quite comfortable. Just keep a foot on it. Searching ball. Fortunately, no target there for her to find. Pinaro into Cleverly. Cleverly with space to turn. Collins out wide. Interesting change today for Auckland football. Collins, who started the match in the middle of the park, leading the line, has come out to the right today with Cunningham Lee switching into the central position. Ball just hits the referee and no advantage there, so it's a drop ball for Auckland football. A little bit of confusion of here whose ball it is, but it does fall to Auckland. Cleverly on the ball. That new rule coming in last year, when if the ball does strike the play of the referee and there is no advantage to the team in possession, resulting in a drop ball for that team. Strachan on the ball here. They'll be looking for this short combination play from Auckland. They were a bit disappointed last week to be broken up by the Northern Lights. Ball just spilling out to Cleverly here. To Takeda out wide. Missed last week's match due to injury. Good to see her back in the lineup. Great to see how she goes today. She's source of 2 goals for this Auckland team, playing as a fullback. So it's a great return so far for her in the 3 matches that she has played. Curry looks to go long, mishits that one. Falls back to Fraser, fortunately. Looking for the slip ball there by Morel. Falls to Fraser. Searching ball there. Out to Takeda, to Cleb, to Jewel. Good little combination there. It's just overhits the pass there, searching for Cunningham Lee off the line. Fraser with a little bit of space there, trying to wiggle away. O'Brien to Collins, who's dropped deeper from that wing position. Cunningham Lee. Defended well there, out by Guildford. And immediate calls for press by Auckland, and they do get the throw in after they turned over possession there. Takeda on the ball. Cleverly with plenty of space to figure out what she's going to do here. A lot of space down this left-hand side for Auckland. Finds its way out to Strachan. Looking for Naro. Cleverly. And it's cut out by Morton. And it spills out into the midfield for Whittaker. And bumbled over there. And free kick given to Southern. Curry takes charge of this, which will look to go a little bit longer here. The target is Morrison. Strachan does well to defend that. Out to Hanaro. Cut out well there by Power. See Auckland just trying to combine with their short passes. It is a stalwart of their game. Hanaro on the ball. Back to Strachan. Jewel. To Philpott. Plenty of space for Anton to dribble into here. Something we saw from her previously in the last few rounds is that she does like to receive the ball to travel into space. O'Brien, Auckland very comfortable in keeping position here, trying to pick their way through and through a good Southern defence so far. Anton searching, and it's cut out there well by Morton, who looks to set off an immediate counter-attack through Murrell, but unfortunately it's been cut out. And Takeda trying to link up with O'Brien there, but unfortunately unable to counter there quickly through Morrell, and it falls to keeper. Big press there coming from Morrell, and keeps the ball in play, and she's got time here. It's a 3v3 across the back line. She's got options in the box, but unable to pick out the pass. Anton does well. Comes back to Whittaker there, who scuffs his shot, but a promising counter-attack there by Southern United. Unable to find the players in the box there, and it's something that Auckland will have to look out for, something that they were caught out by the Northern Lights last week. And Southern appeared to have watched that game and picked out the way to get through these guys today. Strachan with plenty of space here on the left-hand side. Looks for a ball for Cunningham Lee, who takes a good touch and unfortunately falls to the hands of Curry there. But great response there by Auckland football. Great searching ball there by Strachan, and falls harmlessly into the hands of Curry. Strachan will be looking to get forward today a lot to really support Takeda out wide. Great counter press there by Auckland, particularly Takeda, who gets space to travel in, looking to get herself into the box, and really well defended there by Mackay Wright. Misplaced pass there, battle there with Fraser. Morton trying to get hold of the ball, and it finally falls for Whittaker. Searching for Morrison, and it's cut out by Anton. O'Brien. Collins with space to go 1v1 with Guildford. Searches for a cross. And it pops out. Calls for a foul and given there. Well, this is a promising position for Auckland football. They have plenty of tricks in the bag off their free kick, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Angle probably doesn't suggest a chance for a shot here, and it looks like they've got a right footer on the ball with Takeda, who does have fantastic delivery. Anton up there, who has scored a goal previously for Auckland football. O'Brien free at the back of the box here. Searching ball up for Anton and for Collins, and unable to get good connection there. And falls out to Cleverly. Cleverly out to O'Brien, who's in a wide area. Fraser drops out wide to help defend and comes our way with the ball. Falls to Cleverly. Good little combination there between Cleverly and Joel. Auckland really finding their gears now with their short passing. Good little combination, trying to get into the box there, and it's cut out well by the Southern defence. Collins, time to cross. Searching ball for Cunningham Lee, and just misses the ball there. Cunningham Lee comes back with it though. Cleverly. Duel. Back to Cleverly. Shot, and harmlessly into the hands of Curry. Auckland football really finding their groove now, really settling back into the game. Southern United doing their best to keep them out of play right now. Just goes out of play there from the goal kick. Strachan back to Philpott. Southern not really interested in pressing the two centre backs, allowing them to have plenty of possession of the ball. Morrison doing well to stop the ball between the two centre backs, is positioning herself quite well, and finally pressed there by Strachan, but it comes off the deflection of Bacon. Falls into the midfield there. And foul given away on Whittaker in the midfield by O'Brien. Mackay Wright, interesting player for Southern United here. Went away with the under-17s in 2018 and won the bronze medal, started every match there for the team in a strong partnership with Mittendorf. Comes back out for Takeda. Jill. Plenty of space here for Cleverley to pick a pass. And it's something that Southern United really can't afford to do, is to give those midfielders for Auckland plenty of time on the ball. We saw last week against Northern that by putting pressure on them, they were able to come away with a positive result there. So Southern midfielders will really have to up their act here. Pressure coming really quickly, and you can see the press from Southern coming here, trying to regain possession of the ball. Force from Mural. Morton, just a misplaced pass there. Cleverly cuts it out. Just chance for a counter-attack for Auckland. Mackay Wright steps in really well. Potential counter-attack here for Bacon. Bacon into the box. Chance for a shot and into the hands of Alfeld. Have to be very careful here, Auckland, from this counter-attack of Southern. Just calmly going to retain possession of the ball through Cleverly. Back to Philpott. Renee Bacon here for Southern United. This is her 11th season in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. 6th season for Southern, and previous to that had 5 seasons with Capital where she did win the league previously. So seriously seasoned campaigner. Cunningham Lee just pressured out there. Back to Philpott. Plenty of space and time for her. Auckland not too fussed to really force the ball here, just happy to keep possession across the 2 centre backs. Searching ball for Strachan, who creeps away up high. And something they would like to see today from these 2 Auckland fullbacks, and Strachan and Takeda, both very attacking-minded fullbacks who will get their way up the field. Really create those overloads on the fullbacks for Southern United. Searching ball for Takeda, under pressure immediately from Morale. Cleverly, searching ball in behind for O'Brien. Rolls back to Curry here. He's got plenty of time just to put her foot on the ball, pick her options. Decides to go a little bit long to the fullback. Comes out for Collins. O'Brien was a lead scorer for Auckland this year, notching up her 3rd goal in the last match. Out to Cleverly. Just trying to pick their way through this stubborn Southern defence here. They've been forced to go over a little bit so far in the match, but they're quite happily keeping possession. Philpott assessing her options. Trying to find Cleverly out to Jewel, and Jewel picks the pass really well. Shouts for a handball, not given. Cleverly. Southern dropping every player here behind the ball. Morrison just leading the line by herself. Cunningham Lee on the ball, battling to keep possession. She's done quite well, but towed him there by Morton. Falls back for Jewel. Cleverly. Just under-hit pass there, but no pressure really, and it falls harmlessly to Anton. Philpott with space to travel into the midfield, tries to engage with Fraser. We've got O'Brien just really rolling out wide to get on the ball there. Plenty of space out on the right-hand side for Auckland football, choose to use it. Comes out for Strachan and wide and just rolls under the foot there. but large possession of time there for Auckland football. Fraser tries to flick it on. Strachan on the ball, back to Philpott. Cleverly finding a lot of space on today to switch out to Takeda. Plenty of space here to keep the ball in and travel. Looks to link up with Collins. Flag stays down. Cross into the box and into the hands of Curry. Well, their switch there to the right-hand side found Takeda in plenty of space. And it'll be a tactic that we'll see a little bit more come into the game by Auckland, something that they did quite well against Canterbury United. Cleverly here, just finding a lot of time and space on the ball, linking well with Jewell. Something that Southern United will have to try to stop if they want to really stop this Auckland attack. You see a lot of interchange of play here by the wingers. You can see Takeda's really gone into a central position, vacating the space for Strachan out here on the left-hand side. Tried to break down through Cunningham Lee. Ball just bobbling around, unable to take control of it. Finding fields for Jewell outside of the foot, trying to link in. Shouts for a handball and given there. Well, nearly another opportunity there for Auckland to link up and break through the Southern defence, but unable to find that final pass yet. Flick on there by Murrell. Comes to Cleverly. Finds Takeda in space. Strachan complaining well there with, and cross into the box, and just over the head of Collins there. Well, they've been forced into these crossing positions a little bit too often, unable to break through the central positions here, but very dangerous balls coming into the box as well. Fantastic link-up play there in the wide area between Cleverly and Strachan. And we're really seeing Hirano pushing into central spaces to vacate that space. Exciting player who does play club football for Western Suburbs. Currently 3 goals for this Auckland team. Just foul given away there by Auckland on their press. Mackay Wright finding Fraser. Fraser, an accomplished futsal player as well. Another member of that under-17 team that won the bronze medal. Philpott. O'Brien. Philpott plays currently in the college system, but has played a club football for Auckland United as well here in Auckland in the NRFL Women's Premiership. Back to Philpott. Under pressure here and does well. Good defending there by Southern, quite high up the field. Getting themselves into this attacking third with the throw, and it'll be interesting to see what they can do here through Bacon. Force to Philpott, tries to clear and rolls out of play. Bacon does have the capability of throwing into the box. Falls to Fraser, under pressure here from 2 Auckland players. Ball falls out. Done really well there by Strachan. Finding Cunningham Lee off the front of the line there. And throw and given. Ball just rolling out of play there. O'Brien. Cleverly, who plays in the college system as well. 50 caps for Berkeley in the college system. Spent 4 years there so far as well, and having a lot of joy today, finding a lot of space in front of that midfield of Southern United. Strong challenge there by Philpott to regain possession. O'Brien trying to wriggle her way through, linking up with Hinaro. Back to Cleverly, who's dropping deeper to find that space really well today. Anton with space to travel here. Searching ball for O'Brien and just overhits that pass. Clever little interchange here happening on this left-hand side for Auckland football. with Strachan either pushing up wide or O'Brien going into a higher wide position from the midfield. All caused by Hirano, who's like drifting into the midfield today for them. Fraser under pressure here. The ball just rolls out of play. Fraser, who's missed first couple of games this season through injury. It's good to see her back out onto the pitch. A really creative player here for Southern. It'll be interesting to see how she goes throughout the match. Hasn't had much joy so far with the ball. Really getting locked out by this Auckland defence. Putting pressure here on Philpott, forcing the ball back to goal. But a key player for the Southern team if they want to create goal-scoring chances is Fraser today. Searching ball for Strachan, flicks on and unable to keep the ball in play. But you can see searching ball there, trying to link up with Hirano out on this left-hand side. Auckland finding a lot of joy down the wide areas today. Fraser trying to link in here with Bacon. Forcer, Rose, Morton. Ball goes out of play there. Assistant referee on this near side in a great position to see that. Big challenge there by Fraser. Pulls down O'Brien in the challenge. Cleverly quick free kick there by Jewel. And Collins coming inside as well. Cleverly looking to link through centrally. Morrison chasing it down and just rolls out of play. Cleverly finding a lot of space in front of this midfield to pick her passes. Collins chasing it down. Big challenge here by Collins. Really well pressed there. Goes out for a throw-in for Southern. You can see a lot of interchange play between the front three for Auckland. Collins now into a central position with Cunningham Lee pushing out into the right. Hirano on the ball. Back to Cleverly. Jewel under pressure well there. And counter-attack here. She's got no support around her. Bacon joining in on the right-hand side. Does really well there, Morel, to retain possession. Comes to Fraser. 1v1 with Strachan. Tries to find an early ball into the box there. Rolls out to Power. Hirano defending really well there to win the throw-in. Auckland not at full strength today, a couple of players out through injury as well. But so far the dominant side in this match, really retaining possession well. Pressure here by Fraser on Cleverly. He wriggles away, keeping possession of the ball. Finds Anton with a bit of space to travel in. Searching there for Collins, but mishits the pass. And opportunity for counter-attack here, just falls out. Back to Collins. Links well with Jewel. Find Hirano here. Cunningham Lee just misplaces the pass there, trying to find Collins there. Really great cover defence there by Southern. And Bacon here, space to travel into the box. Two players arriving in the box, searching cross. And comes out to Merrill. Back to Whittaker. Fraser. Position to shoot, shoots and just pushes it wide. Good counter-attacking football there by Southern. Just sitting off Anton here, not too happy to press here. Finding Cleverly to Hirano. Southern defence just becoming a little bit stretched and a bit easy to play through in the central area, so they have to keep it quite tight to keep this Auckland attack out. And O'Brien just running her way through the midfield there, finds Strachan really high and wide again, and Power deflects that out of play. O'Brien gets away from Fraser, jinking run down the side hand and puts the ball out of play. So goal kick here for the Southern United Curry, who spent her football season here up in Auckland playing for Forest Hill Milford, so would know a number of these Auckland players quite well. Haven't played against them this year. And just ball rolling out of play there. Need to do a little bit better and cherish this possession today, Southern. They haven't had much of it, so little mistakes like that won't be helping them. O'Brien. Whittaker trying to put pressure there on Cleverly, who spins away and able to switch the ball away. Anton running into pressure there but to Muriel. Opportunity to counter-attack here. Cleverly does well to mop up for Anton. Finding Jill, plenty of space to turn and dribble. Crafty player as well in a 1v1 situation. This is her first start this season as well for Jewel, so hopefully looking to take the most of her chance here and put a massive impression here in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. Out to Morrison. Searching ball for Bacon. It's fallen well and it's just skipped off the grass here. Early shot and ball rolls out of play. Well, again, Southern United trying to counter-attack really quickly. Bacon was let through, but it just skipped off the grass. Longer throw in here. Finds her way into the box. Jewel. Harano. Space to travel. Searches for Cunningham Lee down the line. It's cut out well there by Southern United. Whittaker just slowly finding her way into the match. Just previously releasing Bacon into a nice area and behind the Auckland defence. Mackay Wright finds Fraser higher up the field. Under pressure. Shouts for that she was being held and the free kick's been given. Really smart play there by Fraser to bring the foul in, getting a promising position for a free kick here for Southern. We're searching ball into the box. Fraser, a little bit of space, tries to turn and combines well with Morton. Bacon, plenty of space here on the right-hand side. Combination play, ball into the box and just rolls across the face of the box. No Southern players attacking that ball there, but it was a great chance for them. Fantastic ball in there across the face of the 6-yard box by Bacon. No players really running onto it. Anton, experienced campaigner, 3 World Cups under her belt through the U17 and 20s. Strachan here, 1v1 against Power. Combines well with Collins. Collins jinking her way through. Force O'Brien, opportunity for a shot, bounces off and cleared away by Mackay Wright. O'Brien teasing the shot there, little deflection and done well by Mackay Wright. Cleverly switches the ball through the midfield. Cleared away by Southern there. Guildford out to defend against Collins here. Takeda, plenty of space to travel here. Jewel finds O'Brien well. He tries to link him with Hernano. Mackay Wright, really well defended there. Strong defender, Mackay Wright, who had spent previous season up in Auckland with the FFDP, moving down to Dunedin to complete his studies and played a club football this year for Dunedin Technical. Corner here for Auckland football. And it'll be good to see what they do here. Last week scoring from their corner. Short to Cleverly. Deep cross into the back post and goes out of play. He's searching there for Collins, but just overhits that ball there. And Southern United just survive another chance at goal for Auckland. Early press here, and it falls out to Collins and just ricochets off her back to the hands of Curry. Immediate pressure here, and they're pressing again, looking to really trap the Southern team and not giving them a chance to play. And Mackay Wright just clips the ball out of play, opting to go for safety there. Cleverly trying to keep link up there in the wide areas, but the ball just goes out of play. Morrison here trying to get herself on the ball a little bit more, getting herself drifting into wider areas. Philpott. Back to Strachan. Really comfortable under pressure there, Philpott. Rolls it out to Anton. Space to travel into the midfield. Shouts for the centre back to drive here. Fraser steps out to press. Hirano. Defended well there, and can Southern set off another counter-attack going backwards here. Pressure immediately by Auckland. Power does really well to get away from the pressure. Bacon sent away by Morton here. Stepped up by Anton. Findings the cross into the box, but cut out there well by Takeda. Out to Hirano. Opportunity for Auckland here to counter-attack themselves. O'Brien in the midfield. Tries to slip Cunningham Lee. Fraser searching for ball in behind there for Morrison, but rolls to the feet of Alfeld there. Calmly just plays out to Philpott. It's interesting how these two fullbacks have played for Auckland today. Takeda just staying a little bit deep and running onto the ball, with Strachan really receiving the ball on the back line of the Southern United defence. Definitely a deliberate ploy here by Auckland football as they try to unlock the Southern defence, who have done really well so far to keep the match at 0-0. Jewell comes out with the throw-in. Off the shin there, and it'll roll back into the hands of Curry. Takes a couple of chances at it. Shouts for a pass back, but it wasn't deliberate there by Southern. Curry electing for a longer searching ball for Morrison. Players can blind. No foul given there, as both players just sort of ran into each other. Good pressure there by Murrell. Philpott and Anton really comfortable today to keep the ball between each other. Fraser stepping out to press Philpott. Southern just adopting more of a 4-4-2 here as they try to deal with this Auckland team in possession. The flag goes up on the far side for Collins, who strayed offside and then came back on to receive the ball. Not too happy with herself there. But again, another little interchange there between the Auckland attackers. And something that Southern have dealt with quite well today so far, really disciplined in their structure. Coached by Ignacio here by Southern, who's been the coach of the team for the last 3 years, and he's done really well with this team to keep them well organised and drilled. Searching ball there to Morrison, falls out to Bacon. Great ball there by Fraser, pops out to Whittaker, who's through on goal, shoots, and great save by Alfeld. Well, fantastic save. Great passage of play there by Southern. Great ball in there by Fraser. And unfortunately, Whittaker thwarted by Alfeld. Massive save there by the Auckland goalkeeper, standing up strong there. And the match remains at 0-0. Well, the best chance of the match so far falling to Southern, who, when you look at the possession stats, haven't had most of the ball, but creating a really promising chance there. It'll be interesting to see what they do from this corner kick. Searching ball into the 6-yard box, and again, Murrell doing really well to climb and just puts her header wide. Left unmarked in the box there, rolled away from her defender. And Auckland survived two little scares there. Fraser comes out to press. Jewell doing really well to jink away from her defender. Finds Strachan. Auckland looking to combine really quickly through the central area. Comes back, Auckland through Southern. Another counter-attacking opportunity here, linking up really well, finding space down their left-hand side here. Collins steps out to defend, stopping Guildford from getting on the ball. And defended really well there. Well, Southern, as the match wears on, are getting more and more dangerous on their counter-attack here. Pressing high. Auckland just playing out through the 18-yard box and nearly stepped out and cut out there by Fraser. Jewell with the ball, under pressure by Morton. Hirano jinking her way through this defence of Southern, shoots and it's in! Well, spots the keeper off the line. He was tracking back and unable to get a strong enough hand on it, and it floats into the top corner here on the counter-attack by this Auckland team. Hirano, amazing little individual goal there. Fantastic goal and fantastic strike. And Auckland here lead 1-0 at Madills Farm, finding their way through the Southern defence. Well, it's how quickly a match here can turn in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. Southern just moments before having the best chance of the match, but Hirano, well, fantastic individual play there by her to unlock this Southern defence. Foul there just given away by Bacon as they look to come back immediately from that setback. Cunningham Lee off the line, does well, under pressure from Mackay Wright. O'Brien, really fantastic individual skill there to roll away from her defender. Auckland really finding the groove now. That goal just giving them the little boost to keep going forward. Takeda with the space here. Phones O'Brien rolling out into this wide area. Bryan back to Cleverly, shoots. Cut out well there. Back to O'Brien. Falling into the midfield there to Whittaker. Back to Cleverly. Back to Jewell. Cleverly. O'Brien. Cross. And Hirano missing the chance there to get a double. Fantastic ball in there by Takeda, searching for a Western Springs partner there in the box, and ball just evading the head of Hirano and rolls out for a goal kick, and Southern escape another little chance there on goal. Disappointed there by Auckland Football not to get themselves the second goal cushion as it falls to Jewell. Does well in the box. Shouts for a free kick, not given. Jones not interested. Cleverly really imposing herself on the game here. Falls out here to Muriel, who tries to run through this Auckland defence. Stopped by Philpott eventually. Uncharacteristic ball given away there by Cleverly in the midfield. And Auckland do have to be careful of the Southern counter-attack. It has almost created a great opportunity for them earlier in the match. Searching ball for Takeda. Gets plenty of space down the right-hand side for this Auckland team. She travels in, finds Cunningham Lee with plenty of space to travel in. Tries to link up with Collins, and it's defended well there by Kennard. Strong challenge there by Cleverly, forcing the play back to Mackay Wright. Finds Guildford in plenty of space. And you can see she was trying to find Fraser there. Unfortunately, just overhits the pass and the ball goes out of play. Strachan not in too much of a rush to take this as she lets the game just settle a little bit. Cleverly with plenty of space, pick what she wants to do. Anton does well. Tries to link in there with Takeda under pressure. Just overhits the pass and goes out of play. Guildford here. Plays her club football for Dunedin Technical, the left back for Southern. Has Southern come away with the opportunity to spray the ball out to Bacon, but just cut out there well by Auckland's midfielders. Philpott to Cleverly. Back to Alfeld, who spent her winter season this year with the FFDP training squad. Previously, another season campaigner in the Women's Premiership, having played for both Canterbury United, Pride and the Northern Lights previously. So third club for her this year, as the ball comes out to Takeda out into the right-hand side. And it's done really well so far, Alfeld. Been called into one big save straight into this match. Reasonably quiet for the rest of the game. It's the mark of a great goalkeeper that are able to maintain their concentration throughout the match and pull off those big saves as they're needed. Cunningham Lee, searching ball back to her. Just mishit there, and Mackay Wright does really well defensively. Jewel just misplaces that pass again. Game just either team not just able to put their foot on the ball right now in the little passage of play there as Collins looks to drink her way down this right hand side. Plenty of space for the cross, trying to find Cunningham Lee free in the box, and Mackay Wright just slices her clearance out for a corner kick. Well, Collins doing really well there in a 1v1 to get away from the Southern defenders. Cunningham Lee was free on the penalty spot, but just Mackay Wright does well to defend that. Short option here for Auckland through Jewel. And they elect to go short. Comes out to Cleverly at the top of the box. Looks for a searching ball and it's cut out well by Southern. Falls to Strachan. Philpott does well under pressure there by Morrison. O'Brien, little flick from the outside of the boot there. Another searching ball into the box. Not dealt with well there as it fell into a dangerous area potentially. Auckland just come back safely. Takeda looking to link up. Searching ball and Mackay Wright does really well. Comes to Cunningham Lee. Cross and goal. Well, it's as simple as that. Ball out to Cunningham Lee across the box, and Hirano picks up his second for the match. Good little passage of play there. Great little ball in there by Cunningham Lee. And not much that the Southern goalkeeper Curry can do about that one there. And Auckland here go up 2-0. Hirano bringing up her 5th goal of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership for the season. That one there, a little bit simpler than her first one, but they all count nonetheless. Immediate pressure here by Southern. Alfeld does well, calmly just collects the ball in her hands as the rain starts to settle down here at Madills Farm. Philpott, plenty of space here for her to decide what to do. Elects to go long to Strachan. Ball just skids off the turf there and it rolls out of play. Well, this Auckland team has found multiple ways to get through this defence so far, and that cross there, just sublime little interchange of play there between the attacking players for Auckland. As Southern look to build out from the back under immediate pressure from this Auckland team. Ball falls to Fraser, who tries to get away from pressure, to Mackay Wright. Mackay Wright, his second season with the Southern team, does really well composed there to stay away from the pressure of Cunningham Lee. Auckland pressing really high and trying to force a mistake, as O'Brien tried to link up there with Cunningham Lee, but the ball goes out of play. Hirano to Cunningham Lee. Cleverly gets away from her defender. And Jewel just dispossessed there. And Anton tried to play it out to Takeda, but ball just spilling to Murrell there. Just have to this Auckland team needs to make sure that they do maintain their concentration and don't give the ball away like that. And the Southern team is doing well defensively. Just keeping the ball, their short passes here. Auckland looking to link up and combine as Jewel nearly jinx her way down this right-hand side. And Sarah Jones, referee, says that's all for this first half as we go into half-time with Auckland football leading 2-0 here at Madills Farm in match week 5 in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership over Southern United. All to play for in the second half, as we'll look to see what Southern have as their answers as they come out to bring this match back on level, searching for their first points of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. And it's 2-0 here. Welcome back to this match here at Madills Farm of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership Match Week 5 between Auckland Football and Southern United. The match currently poised at 2-0 to the home side, as Southern United look to make immediate change in this first half, from the first half, as Morrison makes way for Hislop off the bench. Hislop, an interesting player here, quite a strong player, and acts as a fantastic target player for the Southern team as they look to utilise their counter-attack, which looked quite dangerous for them in the first half. So it'll be an exciting player to watch today. Really made a mark on the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership last year for the Southern team. You can say she's quite a two-footed player and really knows where the back of the net is, something that Southern will really need to find here as the match kicks off here. Morton on the ball. Rolls out to Power. Morton under pressure there from Cleverly. Does well. Back to Mackay Wright. And apologies to those watching this live stream. Due to the rain coming in towards our camera, there will be a number of screen wipes as the rain settles in here at Madills Farm. Southern look to attack quickly and get this first half, put the second half away quickly if they can. Auckland on the ball. Be interesting to see how Southern do adapt to come away with a point or 3 points today, as Mackay Wright steps really well into the midfield to win the ball. Hirano doing well there. 2 goals in the first half for her. Unfortunate not to get a hat-trick, missing a chance from a wide cross there from Collins. It's Cleverly, comes out wide to Takeda. Combination play there really well, and just rolls out wide from the boot of Jewel. Southern team's done really well defensively to keep this Auckland team at bay. Really well organised and structured by their coach Ignacio, as Anton just steps in there on the throw-in. Oh, rain's really settling in here. Something that these Southern players won't be too something that we're quite used to be fair, coming from Dunedin. And Morton just coming away with the ball there, searching out wide, stepped in well there by Strachan. Cleverly searching for her options, and Mackay Wright again, second time she's done that so far. She stepped in really well to lead off this counter attack for this Auckland team, for the Southern team through Bacon. Searching ball there, comes out to Hislop, and referee flags for offside there on Muriel. Play continues, and it's brought back by Jones there. Muriel there just stepping offside off that initial pass and then stepping back to reclaim the ball off Hislop. And promising counter-attack again from Southern. Set up well by Mackay Wright. Standout centre back so far for the Southern team, who's done really well in this match. O'Brien just rolling out into that wide area vacated by Strachan on the left-hand side. Finding Cleverly there as Auckland pile up 4 players, but it's spilled out here for Morrison, who gets away from Takeda, makes her way into the box. Options coming in, finds a cross in, it's hooked away by Auckland, and Strachan steps in. And another chance there for Southern comes through this counter-attack. Bacon on the ball, searching ball into the box, rolls across the face of the box and goes out for a throw-in for Auckland. Well, Southern probably started the second half off a little bit more brighter in the first 4 minutes. And they'll be looking to get themselves on the score sheet early to give them a chance of coming away with the point at least today. Fraser trying to link up with Morton. Morton does really well, the outside of the foot. Finding cross into the box. Hislop tries to get across, dealt well there by Anton. Pressure there by Southern. Now the match in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership that's kicked off, Central v Capital. Capital coming in away with a 1-0 lead, minutes to play in that match as well. Balls to Fraser in a wide area. Crafty player, they'll try jink her way through. Shouts for a corner, but goes away for a goal kick. Canterbury United Pride this week having the bye, so they'll be watching this game with great interest. Locked on level points with this Auckland team, and Pride currently sitting in second place. Comes out to Jewel. Gets away from Fraser. Back to Cleverley. Cleverley with plenty of time on the ball to assess her options. Trying to get through this yellow wall of Auckland midfield, of the southern midfielders. All of the southern players behind the ball here as Hislop leads the line for them. Back to O'Brien. Southern defence really well organised as the ball spills out, but Hirano does really well there to retain possession for Auckland. Nearly nicking in there was Hislop, and Fraser steps in really well in front of Cleverley. Early chance at goal there by Fraser, trying to spot Alfeld off her line. Harmlessly into her hands, who sets off the counter-attack for Auckland football. Takeda back to Cleverley. Cleverley searching down the line for Collins. Rolls out to Guildford here. Dangerous ball back to, and the misplaced back pass, and rolls to Cunningham Lee, who puts the ball away for Auckland to give them a 3-0 lead. Well, it's come against the run of play, you can say, in the second half. Unfortunate bad back passer there by Guildford for Southern, and it's pounced on by Collins, who rolls the ball into the back of the net, and definitely against the run of play here against Southern, who started the second half off a little bit brighter. And it's 7 minutes gone in this match as the home side lead 3-0. Southern will be disappointed about that, but should take a lot of credit away from this first 5 minutes. And the ball rolls back into the hands there to Alfeld. There's clear tactic potentially here by the Southern team, where they've had a couple of number of chances in this early in this half, coming from those long distances, potentially trying to catch Alfeld off their line. Guildford's had a strong game so far. Heavy challenge there. Ball rolls, stays in play though. Shouts for it going out. Chip ball into the box. Cunningham Lee just drops deeper. Comes out to Mackay Wright. Mishits her pass into Cleverley, who sets off the counter-attack here through Hirano. Hirano, who's got 2 goals so far. And Mackay Wright does well there to mop up for a mistake. The game's becoming a little bit more transitional now. Morton does well there to find power and space. Rolls the ball to Hislop into the 18. Jinks away, searching ball. It pops out here, and really well done by Takeda. The ball a little bit greasy from all the rain as it slipped through the hands of Alfeld. And a potential chance there for Murrell, whose eyes would have absolutely widened up for that chance, but really well defended there by Takeda, as Auckland search for their first clean sheet of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership, conceding a goal, at least a goal in their last 4 matches. Low ball into the box and hooked away there by Cleverley. Well, they tried the longer throw into the box in the first half, but they've elected for the short one here. It rolls out to Cleverley. Finds O'Brien. Chance to counter-attack here for Auckland, as all 3 attackers are quite high. Finds Hirano. Links well with Cunningham Lee. Searching ball for Collins. Collins comes up with a header and into the hands of Curry. Fantastic cross into the box there by Strachan, finding the head of Collins. Pressure there by Whittaker as she runs away. Covered defence there by Philpott. Ball just ricochets off her, and Takeda does well to see it out of play. Throw in there for Auckland. Really good defending there by Philpott. Covered defence. Whittaker doing really well, really putting herself into the second half. Strachan did say that she was going to look to play a little bit more aggressively in the attacking phase for this Auckland team last week after that defeat to the Northern Lights, and she's had a fantastic game so far, playing really high for that Auckland team down the left-hand side. Takeda with plenty of space. Southern really picking their moment when to press this Auckland team as the ball rolls out to Cleverley. Plenty of space down the left-hand side there for Strachan, who was shouting for the ball. Auckland happy to keep the ball across the back four today. Searching ball in behind for Hirano by Takeda. Comes to Cunningham Lee, and Hirano just flagged for offside. Just straying offside there. Wasn't much in it, but really spotted well by the assistant referee on this near side. Auckland, the Southern defence doing well to keep their line there intact. Led really well by Mackay Wright. Misplaced pass there. Back straight into the hands to Jewel. Jewel find Takeda. Plenty of space in a 1v1 here down this right-hand side. Collins back to Takeda. Space to cross. Trying to find Cunningham Lee off the front there. Mackay Wright really strong defensively. She's had a fantastic game so far for the Southern team. The Southern really need to keep their concentration about them. Again, another little mistake there by them could have given a chance to Auckland. Can't really let these chances been given to this Auckland team. Flick on there as Hislop tries to keep the ball in play. Just comes off the toe and goes out of play. Captain Anton on the ball there. She rolls the ball wide to Philpott. Philpott with plenty of time here. This middle block of Southerns doing really well to stop this penetration by this Auckland midfield. And they're forcing them to go into these wider areas. Philpott on the ball. And cleverly, just little space as Fraser pops out to defend. And dealt well there. Whittaker really making a nuisance of herself across this midfield of this Auckland team as Strachan comes away with the ball. Cunningham Lee dropping really deep to get on the ball there. Hirano getting the ball in the central area. Bacon searching for Hislop in behind the line. Rolls into the hands of Alfeld. Space in there between the lines for Jewel. Trying to find her pass to Strachan, but cut out well there by Fraser. Yeah, Auckland just really happy to keep the ball comfortably just between themselves here with their short passing, just keeping the ball ticking around. Hirano just dropping a little bit deeper there to get on the ball. A lot of movement here by the front three of this Auckland team. A lot of interchange happening. Alfeld just calmly plays the ball out to Philpott there. Plenty of space here. Takeda screaming for the ball. Finds it well. Finds Cunningham Lee, who tried to link up with O'Brien. An immediate chance to counter-attack here through Bacon, who drives through midfield. Trying to link up with Fraser, but misplaces the pass. Lack of communication there between Fraser and Bacon as the ball rolls out to the Auckland team there, but Another promising counter-attack opportunity for the Southern team. Coming into the 15th minute of play here. Cut it well there by Whittaker. Unfortunately finds Cleverly in space in the midfield, assessing her options, and comes out to O'Brien. Possession's a big theme of this Auckland team. Something that they'll definitely address after their last game, and you can definitely see that the changes have made their way through into this match. Strachan finds the ball off the deflection off the referee there. Tries to keep the ball in play, but rolls out there for a goal kick to the goalkeeper of Southern United, Curry. As a change is made here by the Auckland team, with Takeda coming off for Bradley. So Bradley playing a club football here for Auckland United in the NRFL Women's Premier League. Takeda, strong game by her today, out through injury last week, so probably be precautionary by them to keep her fit for the remainder of the season, as the goal kick from Curry comes out to O'Brien off Collins, and deflection, but Curry keeps the ball in play, preventing a corner there for Auckland football. Curry forcing the team upfield as she searches for Hislop off the line. Whittaker under pressure by Bradley. Shouts for a handball there by Southern, but waved by Sarah Jones. Fraser putting pressure on, and ball spills out to Morton. Morton searching for Hislop in behind, but cut out really well there by Philpott, as Auckland look to settle into their rhythm of retaining the possession of the ball, with Bradley on the ball here. Bradley forcing her way higher up the field, cut out well there by Guildford, and comes back to O'Brien, space to travel. O'Brien taking a charge at the Auckland team. Slip in ball for Cunningham Lee, defended really well there by Kennard, for Southern, stopping that chance there. O'Brien, fantastic little link-up play there with Cunningham Lee, and defended really, really well by the Southern defence here. O'Brien just forcing the ball out of play there, a little bit of pressure by the Southern defence. Cleverly climbs well, but disappointed with herself there. You can see she was trying to find Collins off the front there with that, off the throw-in. Collins does really well as the ball's fired into her stomach there by O'Brien. Cleverly wriggles away from the pressure of Hislop. Back to Cleverly. Pressure coming from Fraser here. Philpott just happy to keep her foot on the ball as she travels around, searching for a pass. Alfeld has done really well today to keep this Auckland team at a clean sheet so far, as they lead 3-0 here. Searching ball for Cunningham Lee by Anson. Cunningham Lee up against Kennard there, who does well against her. To Collins. Bradley trying to link up with Cunningham Lee there. Pops out back to Cunningham Lee though, in the box. Tries to wriggle away, shouts, hands up for a corner, but Curry keeps the ball in play. Curry assessing her options here, electing to go longer again. Searching for Hislop, Cleverly again, mops up really well. Fraser applying pressure there. Fraser there playing club football this year for Western Suburbs in Wellington, part of the Olay Academy as well. And Auckland happy again just to tick the ball around the field as Anton searches for Collins. Collins tries to take it down with the back of the foot. Mackay Wright just hacks it away. Bouncing ball in the midfield as O'Brien tries to keep the ball in play and does really well under pressure from Whittaker though. Southern stepping up their defence here. Alfeld does well. Oh, Fraser's had a fairly quiet game for her own standards today. Just the one shot so far. And applying pressure here across the back line as Southern look to step up through Hislop and Fraser. Southern's line very high there, into the opposition's half as well, as they look to squeeze the ball really high up the field. And Auckland really calm by these players just to keep the ball ticking around. Fantastic pass there by Philpott to find Collins. Anton fires the ball at Bradley, who does well to keep the ball in play and gets the ball back. Morton doing well there to mop up. And the overstruck pass there to release Hislop falls into the feet of Alfeld. Searching ball for Strachan, cut out really well there by Power. He's had a fantastic game on the right-hand side so far for Southern United. Morton searches for Whittaker. Bradley mops up the play, comes to O'Brien. Cleverly on the ball. Really composed today, Cleverly, just finding really good spaces in the midfield and not under too much pressure to move the ball around. And when she has been under pressure, has done really well to deal with it. Strachan comes out, searching ball for Collins. Shoots and unfortunately flagged offside, but fantastic ball again by Strachan to find Collins. And really great finish, but assistant referee quickly waved for offside and the goal's not given. As this Auckland team's really looking to tighten screws as the match wears on. 22 minutes gone here in this match between Southern and Auckland. As the foul's given away there by Jewel on Whittaker. Whittaker does really well to get away from Bradley. Searching ball into the box. And it's put away. Wow. Whittaker really imposing herself on this game. Has been a real threat for the Southern United team down the left-hand side today. Apologies, that was Muriel there. Muriel having a fantastic game down this left-hand side. In the number 13 shirt there. Plays her club football for Roslyn Waikari down in this Women's Premiership in Dunedin. And has been through the college system as well, playing her football for Harvard Uni as well. And Auckland dispute the corner there, but it's given there by the assistant referee on the far side. Opportunity here for Southern to get one back onto the scoreboard. Ball into the box. And it's done well there by the Auckland defence to get the ball away. O'Brien under pressure. Comes out to Fraser, who just steps over the ball. Cunningham Lee putting pressure there on Kennard. Back to Alfeld. Pressure coming from this Southern team here as they look to press high, but really clever pass there by Anton to find Jewel. Jewel searching ball in behind. Pressure there by Collins, who spills out to Cunningham Lee. Cunningham Lee trying to find Collins there, but it's hooked away there by Mackay Wright again. Well, she's really stepping in at the last minute here for the Southern team, and she's pulled off a number of fantastic interceptions and tackles today. It's Collins. Drives into the box here, searching ball, and decides to shoot there. Well, Hirano was free at that back post, and it would have been the better option to take to really finish the game off for this Auckland team. Fraser searching ball, tries to fight into the chest of Hislop there. Just ricochets off into the feet of Anton. And Strachan getting herself really high on that left-hand side, screaming for the ball. Philpott under no pressure here to play the ball. She calmly searches around for her options as O'Brien pops out into that wide area again. O'Brien picking the ball up as a fullback there, trying to link up with Strachan. Great pressure there by Southern's defence. As Power steps in again. And a substitution here for Auckland football as Hirano makes her way off on the far side, unable to finish off her hat-trick today, as we see Lemming make her way out to that left-hand side. Lemming, who last week played the match as a left-back, and it appears the change has been to Strachan to play as the left winger for the remainder of the match, as Lemming moves herself out to the left-back position. Heslop chasing the ball down, stepped in well there by Anton. Anton under no pressure there. Ball comes out to Bradley. Bradley back to Anton. This yellow wall of defence of Southern's not really letting up today, as they do really well to keep it compact, forcing that ball back into that wide area to Strachan as Lemming wraps around. Opportunity to cross and cut out well there by Mackay Wright. Lemming decides to keep the ball in play, comes out to Strachan, back to Collins, stepped in really well there by Morton. Heavy challenge to get the ball out of the box. Brian trying to link up there with Collins. As we see a searching run there by Guildford as she tries to get up the pitch. Well, 20 minutes left to play here at Madills Farm in match week 5 of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership, as Auckland football lead 3-0 to really hold on to their top position of the league so far. Southern doing all they can to get themselves off the foot of the table. But as the match is wearing on, Auckland looking more and more comfortable. But can't discount the counter-attack of the Southern team, which has appeared to be really dangerous, as the ball does fall out to Whittaker here, searching for Muriel. Muriel under a heavy challenge there, but referee Jones waves away any chances of a free kick. Bradley just travelling with the ball up the field, puts her foot on it. Whittaker playing as a left winger right now. A lot of discipline by the Southern midfield block, doing really well to keep the ball in front of them, to really stop the penetration of these Auckland midfielders today. Auckland searching ball there to Jewel. Jewel nearly gets the ball away. Shouts for a handball, but comes out to Muriel. Muriel 1v1 with Anton. See what she can do here. Little trick. Cross into the box, and it's cut out well by Philpott, but still in a dangerous position as it's hooked away. Mackay Wright gets a hit on the ball as it rolls out of play. A substitution coming here for Southern football, as De Ronde gets herself ready. And substitution will be made here, with Fraser making her way off the park. De Ronde into the midfield. Fraser just coming back from injury, having only played the first match of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership in match week 1, and her first match back. And ball back to Cleverley here. Switches well out to Philpott. Philpott finding a lot of space here as she finds Lemming. Lemming just inching her way higher up the field. She looks to combine with Strachan to get the overlap. Throw in there for Auckland. Fleming, who plays her club football here in the NRFL Premiership for Auckland United. She throws back to Philpott. Jewel on the ball, under pressure, but does well to get away. Searching for Strachan there in the left wing position, but unable to combine with her. Strachan on the ball, combines well with O'Brien. O'Brien, chance to shoot, and pushes it wide of goal. O'Brien will be looking to notch up a few more goals to her tally. 3 currently in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. As the ball rolls out to Mackay Wright, under pressure from Strachan. Both teammates previously at the Northern Lights in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership in 2018, and also teammates in the under-17 team that won the bronze medal as well. Coming up to the last 15 minutes of the match here. Flicked on there well to Muriel. Muriel finds Hislop. Hislop throw on goal, and a great saving challenge there by Philpott. And Southern unable to really breach through this defence as they press here high on Anton. Muriel doing really, really well there on that left-hand side. Anton. Kennard doing well there. Needs to quickly get herself back into position as the ball's rolled out wide to Collins. Collins chases it down. Mackay Wright tries to get across. Searching ball into the box. Cut out well. Back to Collins though. Again, and shouts for deflection, and a corner has been given there. Mackay Wright not too sure about that call. There's another substitution here for Auckland as Cunningham Lee comes off the pitch. 1 goal today for her. Calmly finished in the second half as Russ makes her way on. Russ, currently a squad member in the training camps for the under-17 side, and Auckland looking to make their second substitution as well, with Lawson coming on for Strachan. So 2 attacking players coming on here for Auckland as they search for another goal. Strachan, who's had a fantastic game down this left-hand side for this Auckland team, really being a massive threat from the fullback position, particularly in the first half. Finding fantastic crosses into the box as she takes a well-deserved rest in the match. Short corner again played by Auckland, linking up well between Jewel. Cleverly searching ball into the box, ricochets off and falling well clear for Southern. As Jewel comes back on the ball. Fleming. Auckland just quickly get themselves back into their positions. Comfortable to keep on the ball. Searching ball there by Lawson. Just hooked away there. Philpott rolls back to Alfeld under pressure there. Anton on the ball. See if this Southern defence is going to press really high here, but cleverly just able to pick her way onto the ball, link up well with Anton to find Lemming really high up the field. Lawson unable to get her first touch on the ball as both passes coming to her have been cut out so far. Jewel just mistake there as it rolls off her foot. Whittaker having a fantastic game in this midfield for Southern. Gets herself back on the ball. Just going a little bit too backwards here, the Southern team. They'll need to really start looking to go forward as they search for a goal in this game. Bradley just rolls away with the ball there. Jewel linking up well. Cleverly under no pressure there. Able to dance around on the spot as she finds Jewel in space, who rolls into Collins. Collins under pressure here by Mackay Wright. Mackay Wright just puts the ball out of play and ricochets off Collins for a goal throw-in. Collins and Mackay Wright, both members of the under-20 squads for the Football Ferns as well. Shouts were pressed there by Auckland. Ball pops into the midfield there. Morton tries to search and set away the counter-attack, but it's cut out well by Lemming. Morton steps in well. Searching ball there for Bacon. Ball put out of play there by Anton, electing to play for safety there under pressure from Bacon. Morton there, just dragged down there, but comes away with the ball and sets off Bacon really well. Referee did play wave on there and unable to take away with that advantage. Morton, who did go away with the under-17s in the 2016 World Cup with her sister Sarah Morton, who is injured and unable to play for this Auckland team this year. It would have been a great little battle between the sisters if she was fit and able to play. Ball comes out wide here. Lemming advancing her way up the field, both fullbacks here. Auckland football put 5 players up on this back line of this southern team. Rolling out to Bradley, keeps the ball in play. Intercepted there by Whittaker. Hislop stepping away. Pressure applied there by Lawson. Lawson putting a lot of pressure on Mackay Wright. Really good pressure there. Opportunity to counter-attack there through Russ, but stepped out well there by Kennard. And Auckland just happy to see the clock tick away. 10 minutes left of time here in this match between Southern United being hosted here by Auckland Football at Madills Farm. Shouts for a free kick and given there by referee Jones. Mackay Wright on the ball here. Searching ball for Hislop. It's cut out really well there by Anton as Russ comes out with the ball. Searching for Collins there. Kennard steps in well. Comes out for Guildford. Pops away and comes back into the midfield here as Cleverley gets herself back on the ball, linking with O'Brien. Comes away from the pressure. Well, the 3 midfielders of Cleverley, O'Brien and Jewell here for Auckland, really composed on the ball under pressure, finding intricate little passes and slipping through some passes into the attacking line for the Auckland team. Southern doing really well though, and as Lawson chases down on Mackay Wright, who does well to come away with the ball. Comes out to Bacon, searching for Hislop. Hislop 1v1 with Anton. Looking to drink her way into the box. Keeping well of the ball. Comes out to Morton. Morton shoots and just pushes it high and wide off Elfeld's goal there. Fantastic little play there by Hislop to hold the ball up and while the supporting runners come up to her and force into a distance shot there, which was pushed wide by Morton. And Auckland just play out through Elfeld to O'Brien. Auckland will be searching for another goal today as Lawson comes away with the ball. Links up with Lemming. Look, searching for the return pass and just cut out there well by Power. We have a double substitution coming up here for Southern United as Lucas and Roxburgh looking to make their way onto the field. Whittaker coming off here for Roxburgh into the midfield. And Whittaker's had a fantastic game here for Southern. Making her way off. And coming off is Bacon. Dangerous threat for the Southern team. And she comes off for Lucas. Season campaigner of Bacon making her way off for the 16-year-old who's making her second season into the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership. Lucas here. And it will be interesting to see how these players impact the remainder of the match. Not too long left here of normal time. With 7 minutes left. Well, Southern opting to use all their outfield substitutions now, with only Nickel left on the bench, who is the backup goalkeeper for them. So both teams fully stretched for all substitutions for their outfielders. Only the goalkeepers left. Hannay for Auckland as well, reserve goalkeeper sitting on the bench. Cleverly, the ball slips under her foot, under pressure here. Auckland looking to press, being pressed here, and they do well to come away. Southern really stepping up through the gears there. As the ball rolls back, Collins pressing Curry. Elects to go long and safe. Just over the top there off the Auckland midfield as it comes to Hislop. Little collision there as Hislop drives at this Auckland defence. Slips it in and shot there by Murrell with no power on it as it rolls safely into the hands of Alfeld. And big throw there to Russ. And Auckland look to just keep the ball here, tick away through the gears as they look to search through the Southern defence. Russ here just finding a lot of space on this right hand side, and Philpott searching for her, but just cut out well there by Guildford. Searching ball there, cut out well again. Unable to break in behind the back line with those searching balls by Southern. Cleverly happy to keep control of the ball there through Jewel. Linking up well with Collins, who's come off the line there. Collins, big challenge there on Hislop, comes away with the ball though. It's placed to try dribble or drink her way through this Southern midfield and finds Bradley here. Anton just happy to keep her foot on the ball, searching for Russ. Cut out well again there by Guildford. Guildford's done really well to keep that mental composure after making that mistake that led to the third goal. But she's really fought back well into this game, and she's done a fantastic job down this left-hand side for Southern United. It shows great character to be able to put those mistakes behind you and get yourself back into the game. As Jill links up well, this little triangle passing of Auckland's really showing evidence here in this match here. Kennard doing well there on Russ. Back to Jill, plenty of numbers in the box here for Auckland. They elect to go for the cross. Bradley skips away from her defender. Guildford does really well there and unfortunately goes out for a corner for Southern. So rain keeps petering down here at Madills Farm. Not long left here to go. 3 minutes left in the match. Jill on the cross on the corner here. No short options for Auckland as she'll look to go direct into the box. Doesn't clear the front post. Comes out to Lawson. Lawson gets away from pressure from Hislop really well there. A lot of composure there by the young player. Bradley does well as Southern look to step up the pressure. Southern have never given up throughout this match and have done really well defensively as they come away with the ball again. And so they've been fairly unfortunate not to come away with a couple of goals themselves. At first shot, massive chance for them coming in the first half to them. A fantastic save by Alfeld on Murrell. And Collins does really well there to come away with the ball. Elects to shoot early, trying to spot Curry off her line as the ball rolls to Russ. Russ jinks away from her defender, searching ball into the box, and Lawson comes back with the ball. Lawson shoots, and into the hands of Curry. Oh, Lawson 2 bites at the apple there. And Curry does well to stand up to keep it at 3-0 there. Fantastic save by the Southern goalkeeper. Just a little knock there on Philpott there. Just a little bit of asthma there. It's Bradley there, just coming off a little bit of asthma. Bradley just waiting for a chance to get back onto the field here. Ball just rolls off the foot of Hislop out of play. Bradley waved back onto the field of play. Auckland return back to 11 players. Jewel into Jewel. Russ, great ball there for Collins. Collins chases it down and keeps it in play. Only one in the box, and ball rolls out of play there. 3 minutes of additional time left here in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership match between Auckland Football and Southern United. 3-0 here currently the score, as Auckland will look to lock this match away, keeping their first clean sheet off the match of the season so far. Hislop tries to flick it on. Auckland just taking their time to get the ball back in play. They've done very well today, Auckland, bouncing back from that loss to the Northern Lights last week. And really imposing themselves on this match, really retaining position really well as the rain starts really bucketing down here at Madills Farm. Big challenge there on Cleverley, ball spills out. Hislop does well under pressure there by Anton to come away with the ball, as Southern look to come back into the match to get themselves a consolation goal today. The ball just rolls out of play there from Mackay Wright. Great attitude here by the Southern team, never quitting and never saying die as they look to get themselves onto the score sheet. Not too long left in this match here. Pressure there coming in. Anton somehow comes away with the ball with the sliding challenge, and she makes her way through the midfield. Cut out well there by Guildford. Cut out again by O'Brien. Jewel. O'Brien. It's fantastic to see both teams really trying to get another goal here by Auckland as well, and Southern equally as well, trying to come away with a goal for themselves as well. It's a heavy challenge there by O'Brien. Gives away the free kick. And here we go, and the chance here for Southern. Cross into the box, and Hislop wrong-footed there as the ball comes off the left foot and goes out wide of goal. A fantastic opportunity there for young Hislop to get one onto the score sheet for this Southern United team, who have actually deserved their chances at goal today. So Auckland look to calmly play out of the back here, finding Lemming nice and high and wide again. Lemming drives down the left-hand side, unable to link in with Lawson there. Shouts for handball, but referee, and no advantage there for Southern United as the players brought back. Well, this might be the last opportunity to get themselves on the score sheet here as Mackay Wright elects to play a little bit earlier. Flick on there. Mural chasing it down, trying to keep the ball desperately in play, and it rolls out of play there for a goal kick for Auckland Football. You might think that Southern might have decided to take their time with that one to give themselves numbers in the box for the free kick, but Mackay Wright spotted an opportunity to go early and decided to go for it. And Auckland will look to wind down the clock here. Referee takes a look at a watch. It's not long left to go. Auckland will calmly see this game out now, and that is time here at Madills Farm of match week 5 of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership, as Auckland Football come away with a 3-0 win over Southern United. Southern United, for their credit, battled really well, defended very well today, and unfortunate not to get themselves on the score sheet today. 2 goals for this Auckland football team coming through Hirano. Unfortunate not to get a hat-trick for herself, and the 3rd goal coming to Cunningham Lee in the second half. It all finishes up here with Auckland locking themselves still into first place in the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership on the table. Southern unfortunate not to come away with anything today, as the match finishes 3-0. Southern still at the bottom of the table, and Auckland really pushing forward for their chance into the grand final of the ISPS Handa Women's Premiership today. All finish up here. Thank you for joining us of the Sky Sport Next match and live stream here. Auckland 3, Southern United 0. Thank you.